Good morning again. For this portion of our special service, we of course begin with prayer. And the prayer that we have chosen is actually a poem by Langston Hughes. And we have the pleasure of hearing Albert Hodge read that poem, I Dream a World.
I dream a world where man no other man will scorn, where love will bless the earth and peace its paths adorn. I dream a world where all will know sweet freedom's way, where greed no longer saps the soul, nor avarice blights our day. A world I dream where black or white, whatever race you be, will share the bounties of the earth and every man is free. Where wretchedness will hang its head and joy, like a pearl, attends the needs of all mankind. Of such I dream my world.
The gospel, according to Langston Hughes, is a divine idea that was conceived in 2014 while I was crafting my own Sunday sermon at Unity Church in Albany, New York. And since that time, I have been nudged by Spirit in so many forms, through former congregants, friends, and of course my own thought sphere, to share this divine idea with the world of unity. And so this morning, the music team, my own Reverend Ken and I, have collaborated for a service that is truly led by Spirit. And we are collaborating to bring that to you. We are speaking and singing from our hearts to yours. We invite you at certain times in this service to allow Spirit to fully stir you, to bring your spirit from within forth through singing, through clapping, through laughing, even crying. And if you should so choose, through dancing as well. However you are moved, we invite you to move. Langston Hughes once said through one of his eloquent poems, all life is but the climbing of a hill, to seek the sun that ranges far beyond, confused with stars and lesser lights anon, and planets where the darkness reigneth still. All life is but the seeking for that sun that never lets one living atom die, that flames beyond the circles of the eye, where never and forever are as one. And seeking always through this human span that spreads its drift of years beneath the sky, confused with living, goeth simple man, unknowing and unknown, into the why that flings itself beyond the sun and back in space where time was begun. In 2004, then Senator John Kerry said he was drawn to incorporate the words of Langston Hughes' poetic lament, "Let America be America again," into his 2004 presidential campaign because it reminded him that America is a nation always in the process of becoming, always striving to build a more perfect union. And so, my friends, today we are here to be reminded that we, as spiritual seekers and practitioners, are always in the process of becoming aware of our true nature, our divine nature. Therefore, we begin this segment of the service with Dreams by Langston Hughes. Hold fast to dreams, for if dreams die, life is a broken winged bird that cannot fly. Hold fast to dreams, for when dreams go, life is a barren field, frozen with snow.
The sun begins to shine. We're gonna start moving towards that separating line. I'm wading through muddy waters because I've got a made up mind, and I don't mind if I lose any blood on the way to salvation, because I'll fight with the strength that I got until I die. And I'm gonna stand up, take my people with me. Together we are going to a brand new home, far across the river. Can you hear freedom calling? It's calling you to answer. Keep on keeping on. I can feel it in my bones.
I have the pleasure of bringing up Shantaria McGilbra to read The Negro Speaks of Rivers.
There we go. I've known rivers. I've known rivers ancient as the world and older than the flow of human blood and human veins. My soul has grown deep like the rivers. I bathed in the Euphrates when dawns were young. I built my hut near the Congo and it lulled me to sleep. I looked up the Nile and raised the pyramids above it. I heard the singing of Mississippi when Abe Lincoln went down to New Orleans. And I've seen its muddy bosom turn all golden in the sunset. I've known rivers, ancient, dusky rivers. My soul has grown deep like the rivers.
The night is beautiful. So the faces of my people. The stars are beautiful. So the eyes of my people. Beautiful also the sun. Beautiful also are the souls of my people.
Gravity is working against me. Gravity wants to bring me down. Oh, I'll never know what makes someone with all the love that a heart can stand, dream of ways to throw it all away. Ooh, gravity is working against me. Oh, gravity wants to bring me down. Oh, twice as much ain't twice as good, and can't sustain like one half could. It's wanting more that's gonna send me to my knees. Oh, gravity is working against me now. Oh, gravity has taken better men than me. Now how can that be? Just keep me where the light is. Just keep me where the light is. Oh, keep me where the light is. Oh, just keep me where the light is. Keep me where the light is shining. Oh, keep me where the light is shining. Won't you just keep me where the light is shining? Yes, keep me where the light is shining. Keep me where the light is. Just keep me where the light is. Keep me where the light is.
Well, son, I'll tell you. Life for me ain't been no crystal stair. It's had tacks in it and splinters and boards torn up, and places with no carpet on the floor bare. But all the time, I's been a climbing on and reaching landings and turning corners and sometimes going in the dark where there ain't been no light. So boy, don't you turn back. Don't you sit down on the steps 'cause you finds it's kinda hard. Don't you fall now, for I's still going, honey. I still climbing. And life for me ain't been no crystal stair.
And I know what's around the bend might be hard to face 'cause you're alone, and you just might fail, but God knows you tried. Sure as stars fill up the sky.
Rocks and the firm roots of trees, the rising shafts of mountains, something strong to put my hands on. Sing, oh Lord Jesus, song is a strong thing. I heard my mother singing when life hurt her. Gonna rise in my chariot someday. The branches rise from the firm roots of trees. The mountains rise from the solid lap of earth. The waves rise from the dead weight of sea. Sing, oh black mother. Song is a strong thing.
Swing low, sweet chariot, coming for to carry me home. Swing low, sweet chariot, coming for to carry me home.
It has been said that the works of Langston Hughes, especially his poems, reflect the rhythms of jazz, the blues, and spirituals. Hughes has often been called the original jazz poet. And indeed, he often read his poetry to jazz accompaniment. But it's noted by the editor of one volume of Hughes' poems, there is more than to these poems than jazz, its rhythms and its significance. Here too are the travails, the joys and accomplishments, the wide-eyed wonder and bitter realizations of a transplanted race. Here, most important of all, are the affirmations and speech of a true poet. Hughes spoke with intensity of the things that mattered to him, the human factors that he understood and appreciated, whether in praise, in condemnation, or in sheer song.
Summertime and the living is easy. the fish are jumping, and the cotton is high. Your daddy's rich, and your mama's good looking. So hush, little baby, don't you cry.
When I get to be a composer, I'm gonna write me some music about daybreak in Alabama. And I'm gonna put the prettiest songs in it, rising out of the ground like a swamp mist, and falling out of heaven like soft dew. I'm gonna put some tall, tall trees in it, and the scent of pine needles, and the smell of red clay after rain, and long red necks, and poppy-colored faces, and big brown arms, and the field daisy eyes of black, black people. And I'm gonna put white hands and black hands and brown and yellow hands and red clay earth hands in it, touching everybody with kind fingers and touching each other natural as dew. In that dawn of music, when I get to be a composer and write about daybreak in Alabama.
One of these mornings, you're gonna rise up singing. Spread your wings and take to the sky. But till that morning, there ain't nothing that can harm you. With Daddy and Mommy standing by.
Helen Keller, who was born in Alabama, and at the age of 2 contracted an illness that left her blind, deaf, and mute, was understood by Hughes for her strength and power. The following is how Hughes saw this woman of substance. She, in the dark, found light, brighter than many ever see. She, within herself, found loveliness through the soul's own mastery. And now the world receives from her dower the message of the strength of inner power.
This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. This bright light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. Let it shine, let it shine, let it shine.
Regarding wisdom, Hughes wrote, I stand most humbly before man's wisdom, knowing we are not really wise. If we were, we'd open up the kingdom and make earth happy as the dreamed of skies.
Being strong and not letting people break me down. You won't get that joy this time around. Can you imagine me in a world where nobody has to live afraid because of love is gone away? Can you imagine me letting go of the past and glad I have another chance, and my heart will dance 'cause I don't have to live that pain again. Imagine me being free, trusting love totally. Finally, I can imagine me. I admit it was hard to see, finding love with someone like me. But finally, I can imagine me.
If that's true for you, and take this to our time of meditation. Imagine seeing yourself as ultimately good and loving, lovable, whole, and complete in everything you are and everything you do. Those lies, those misconceptions, those misperceptions are gone. Gone. And in this moment, in this place, you know the truth of your being. You are the whole, beautiful, divine expression brought to this time and place to let your light shine, to be the light in the face of all situations, to be love in the face of all caring, to be hope, joy, peace in every encounter. Right now, in this moment, in the silence, imagine me. Imagine yourself. Imagine. 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 And imagine a world where we get to be seen and celebrated. Imagine a world where you celebrate each and every individual regardless of their color, their sexual orientation, their education, their place of birth, their gender, their expression as the beautiful light that they truly are. Imagine the world where life is celebrated. For as within, so it is without. Imagine with each and every one of us that place where our souls are known, where our beings are honored, and where our possibilities are endless. Imagine me. Imagine me.
Letting go of the past.
Let it go.
Glad I have another chance.
And stand in the power of who you truly are.
Live that pain again. Imagine me.
Imagine yourself
being free, trusting love totally. Finally, I can imagine me.
celebrate me.
I admit it was hard to see, finding love with someone like me. But finally, I can imagine me.
I see it.
Imagine me.
I live it.
Being free, trusting love totally. Finally, I can imagine me.
Celebrate.
I admit it was hard to see, finding love with someone like me. But finally, I can
Love.
imagine me.
Loving, celebrating, whole and free.
When we pray, when we vision, we dream. When Langston Hughes dreamed, he dreamed of freedom for his people. And his people were black people, red people, white people, all people. And now, to read Dream of Freedom, I give you Dean Harvey.
Dream of Freedom by Langston Hughes. There's a dream in the land with his back against the wall. By muddled names and strains, sometimes the dream is called. There are those that claim this dream for theirs alone. A sin for which we know they will atone. Unless shared in common, like sunlight and like air, the dream will die for lack of substance anywhere. The dream knows no frontier or tongue. The dream, no class or race. The dream cannot be kept secure in any one locked place. This dream today embattled with his back against the wall. To save the dream for one, it must be saved for all. Our dream of freedom. Thank you.
This next poem I see as Langston's plea to the world to join him in making the world a better place. To me, Langston was taking up the mantle in earnest, the mantle that Jesus laid down to his disciples to go out into all the world and make it a better place, to preach the gospel. to you. To sit and dream, to sit and read, to sit and learn about the world outside our world of here and now, our problem world. To dream of vast horizons of the soul, through dreams made whole, unfettered, free. Help me. All you who are dreamers too, help me make our world anew. I reach out my hand to you. And finally, the gospel, according to Langston Hughes, was created and shared with you this morning in the spirit of love through selected poems by Langston Hughes and through the music of many artists that echoed the messages that were presented in the works by Hughes. It was Langston Hughes's deep desire and message that we, as a people, as one people of this world, live our dreams and imagine how we could all live together as one. So we close this segment of our service with a song led by Misa, Stand Up.
And I know what's around the bend might be hard to face 'cause I'm alone. I know just might fail, but Lord knows I tried. Sure, stars fill up the sky. Can you stand up? Are you with me? Come on, let's go. Let's make a new. We're going right across the river. I hear freedom calling. Will you answer? Keep it on. Now's the time to stand up and take your people with me. Together we are going to a brand new home. It's not that far river to hear that freedom calling. All you have to do is answer to keep it on. Can't you feel it in your bones?
Jackie Hawkins and our music team. I often think of Jackie as the yin to my yang. And my sister, often my sister. We're going to let you hear that whole song in its entirety as our closing song. So you don't want to miss that. Stick around for this. We have a couple things to do. And once again, Jackie Hawkins. Woo.